Introducing the multiverse really opened up so many portals for the MCU, literally. As we all know, the Secret Wars movie is set to wrap up the multiverse saga, but there's a minor bump on the road. This ain't all bad news, don't worry. The sixth Avengers movie is getting delayed, sure, but it's not for too long. In this video, we'll be telling you everything we know about what's up with Secret Wars. Let's go. First off, it's being delayed to 2026. We know it's pretty worrying to hear the word 2026. We get it, it's a long time till we get there. And unfortunately, yes, the movie has been delayed till then. But you have to remember, it was originally set to release in 2025, so it's really just one extra year of waiting. And we'll have plenty of practice by then, to be honest. This also interferes with the Avengers The Kang Dynasty movie, its counterpart. At first, both movies were set to be back-to-back in 1 year, but now there's a whole 12 months or so between them. Fans are pretty excited about The Kang Dynasty because Destin Daniel Cretton will direct it, and we all loved what he did with Shang-Chi. There's so much to look forward to. You almost forget you have to wait so long. Also, it's going to set the stage for the movie in question. It's going to follow the comic storyline where we'll see all the heroes and villains face each other in battle ward, as the MCU does with its sneaky ways. They are already planting seeds and building up to this movie. More time means more Easter eggs. They haven't found a director for this one yet, so the fact that they've pushed the schedule back isn't too worrying. You know what would be if they were halfway finished and had to extend the release. Now, that would mean some serious stuff went down. But hey, that's not happening, so rest easy, y'all. It's not the end of the world. Up next, the other projects getting pushed back. This isn't just about one movie, you guys. It's a domino effect. We all know that Marvel's developing a Blade reboot with Mahershala Ali, and this has been public since 2019. They had to shut down production because of an issue with the director, and now it's set to release in 2024, 10 months after the OG date. When one film gets pushed back, the whole schedule gets a little wonky. Doesn't matter if you've got a whole ocean of employees, a system's a system. About the issue with Blade, apparently Bassam Tariq had to part ways with the project recently, and it's a pretty big deal when your director has to leave. That warrants a delay. Of course, this affected every other movie set to release. Deadpool 3 is now coming out 2 months after its intended release, but that's not a biggie. It's right around the corner, so we don't have a whole lot of waiting to do. A win is a win. We're gonna have to be patient for Fantastic Four too. No project is safe when one gets pushed back, y'all. But to be fair, this kind of stuff is actually pretty normal. A lot of obstacles come up when you're working in the entertainment industry. Even the top dogs like Marvel aren't exempt from this. We're all human at the end of the day. So what if we gotta wait 3 more months for Fantastic Four? It's better to watch it when it's done and not rush. Now, why is this good for Avengers 6? Not only does this mean we'll get to see the movie shine in its own time, let's think about the pattern Avengers movies usually follow. Knowing the MCU, there's always a pattern. That's what makes being a fan so fun too. You notice all their little tricks and schemes. Anyway, the pattern is that most of these movies kick off the summer. Secret Wars is set for a May 2026 release, and you know the whole world is ready to live it up during the vacations. It's the best time to hit the theaters. If not, then buy a Blu-ray and have a movie night with your besties at home. It's summer, for crying out loud. Major bag alert for the studios too, might we add. Placing the Kang Dynasty and this one in the beginning half of their years means massive box office potential. They can reach new heights for sure. The other 4 movies following this pattern also earned at least $1 billion in ticket sales. It's only up from here, so Marvel can prepare for some big stacks in the safe. Following up, everything else we know about Secret Wars. The rumors are all still running hot. It doesn't matter if it's coming out in 2026. Since the reality in this movie is unlike anything we've seen before, it makes sense why fans want to expect a certain someone to make an appearance again. Yep, we're talking about the one and only Tony Stark. We're gonna see variants of all the heroes we know and love, and it only makes sense that the OGs are gonna be there. They are there in the comics after all. This means that there's a chance we might get to see Robert Downey Jr. reprise his role in this movie, but this is all speculation as of yet. As we said, we don't even know the director yet. What's more, Morgan Stark also plays a role here. She's pretty integral to the story, so we're curious to see how Marvel's gonna handle this. The character's going to age for sure. As far as we know, Catherine Langford seems to be the best pick for the role. Though it's very early in the production stages, there's still a lot of secrecy around this film. They're wrapping up the multiverse with it, so we're pretty sure that the writer's room looks crowded like anything. Maybe it won't be too late to bring RDJ back. Who knows? Let's just hope we can see more updates about it soon. Fingers crossed. And now, a magical fantasy for Avengers Secret Wars. First, let's talk about a superhero wedding. When you've got a lot of waiting time between movies, what do? You come up with as many fan theories as you can. That's definitely what the fandom's up to. And recently, one about Sam Reed and Susan Storm's wedding is circulating Reddit. It's pretty exciting to see the Fantastic Four introduced in the 6th MCU phase, and that leaves us with even more content to think about. Don't mind us, we're just pondering our orbs, y'all. Some folks think that the 6th Avenger movie is the perfect time for the couple to tie the knot. Granted, this is a little premature. We don't know how they're gonna introduce the 4 Four, and what they're even gonna do with the relationship between the two. Forget that. We don't even know where they're at in the superhero journey. Coming up, more about the wedding theory. A fan posted that it's the best time to show a hero's wedding because all the Avengers are gonna be attending. Well, that's how it is in the comics. As for the movie, we don't even have a cast list yet. They also added that it's gonna contrast really nicely with how the Infinity Saga ended, which we all remember all too well. Tony's funeral isn't a forgettable event, that's for sure. Contrasting the end of an era with a happier, more lively event is a pretty cool device to use. Marvel fans know what's up. Plus, it makes sense why fans are fiending to see Sam and Sue happen on screen. Last we saw of Sam, we saw a variant called Mr. Fantastic. John Krasinski absolutely slayed that role in Multiverse of Madness, and the Earth 383 version told Wanda he had a loving wife and kids, before she turned him into string cheese, that is. It was never clear who Reed actually married, that version of him we mean. That being said, people also think it's a good opportunity for them to cement the relationship. Keep in mind, this is all possible if they establish the duo as a couple when they make Fantastic Four, which is being released before Secret Wars. Last but not least, fan reactions to this theory. You know how it is on Reddit. People come in with a comedy and each comment is funnier than the last. If this comes true, that means they'll have defeated Kang by then. One person thought it'd be hilarious if we saw a variant of Kang just chilling in the background of the event, poker-faced and all. Imagine that. This also brought a lot of nostalgia back. It reminds someone of The Incredibles and Bob and Helen's wedding. They had it in their super suits, and not just the bride and groom. Everyone mostly did, except for Frozone and Lucius. Others really want to see the heroes just chilling and gathering. No big looming danger or anything, just vibes. Kind of like Age of Ultron. It's really refreshing to see all our faves interact and just party and have a good time. Someone talked about how the after-party scene of that movie was the best part. Not gonna lie, it's always super fun to see them in social gatherings. Well, that's all for this one. What do you think about the Secret Wars delay? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you in the next video.